like to call to order the meeting at 4:32.
Dr. Hyde,
Here.
Mrs. Quintana,
Here.
Mr. Rolla,
Here.
Mr. Thomas.
Here.
Okay, this special meeting is for accepting the resignation of Timio Archuleta, President. The board has received a written resignation of Timio Archuleta. Pursuant to law, the board needs to adopt a resolution accepting Mr. Archuleta's resignation, declaring a vacancy, and detailing the process that will be followed in filling the vacancy. The resolution needs to be set a deadline for applications and schedule a meeting for the board to meet with applicants. An appointment must be made within 60 days. I'm going to open the discussion. Any discussion on it?
Well, I think we have two items. One is the accepting his letter of resignation, and the other is, right, we have 60 days to fill his vacancy, right?
Right.
So,
We will do that when we read the resolution.
so what are we discussing right now?
Just a process.
The resolution and what's going on. So, there is nobody,
So the actual resolution needs to be discussed on the process, the dates more or less.
yeah, the dates. So we have 60 days to do it. So he resigned on June 12th. So we have 60 days up, and that would be up to August 12th to fill it. So, but we have to set the dates, and
So I guess my first question then, it would be to the secretary for the board, what's a reasonable time frame to get the notice posted to the public regarding the vacancy?
It would probably get posted on Monday.
So how much time do we want to give the public to respond? 10 days, a week, 2 weeks?
They should have till June 29th. That's 10 days.
Okay.
Can I share what was previously done?
go ahead, Monica.
So the last time there was a vacancy declared, the board declared a vacancy on September 27th and accepted applications from the 27th through October 11th, which was 14 days. And then they interviewed 1 week after the last day of accepting applications.
So in all, it could be 3 weeks, at least.
Mm-hmm.
To
But
do
you
it.
have a total of 60 days if you
Right.
wanted to keep
Right.
your application open longer
Right.
than,
To what extent does the district kind of close down during the month of July?
Just
do 410s.
Okay, but we could still have meetings and the wheels would still move forward, is that right?
yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Thomas, you are suggesting what date?
From June 18th to June 29th, that's 10 business calendar days.
And then we would look through them set up.
Look through them from July 2nd to the 4th is a holiday, so to July 9th, that's a week. July 2nd to July 9th.
As we continue to talk, I think we do our resolutions asking those same questions that Dr. Hyde did. So if we if we read the resolution, then we could answer Dr. Hyde's questions there, because it does ask when, by when, and so forth. So I think if we do the resolution and get it out of the way, we could also answer the questions that we need done.
The dates.
Well, you can't adopt the resolution with the blank dates.
I can't hear what?
We can't adopt the resolution without the dates in there.
Oh, well, that's what I mean. You'd read it, and then we would, at that point, we can give a date.
But I
Well, we can't
think-
vote on it without dates.
Right.
Without a what? I'm sorry.
We cannot vote on it without dates.
Well,
Well, that's what I'm saying. You come to that part, and then we can make a decision on the dates.
Aren't we at that part?
We haven't
Aren't we
even started reading it
aren't we
yet.
trying to fill in the first blank?
well, when, in the discussion, we pick our dates, we write them in here, and then we go back
Okay.
and adopt the resolution with the dates in it.
So are we okay with the 29th of June for the first blank? Close of business on the 29th of June? What day of the week is that?
That's a Friday.
Friday.
So we're
And
closed.
they're not
on
here
Friday.
on a Friday, so
Can we do it Thursday?
we'd have to do it Thursday and we're not here on a Monday. No. Yeah, you're here on Monday, right? July 2nd?
I personally will not be here.
Oh,
on-
that's right, that's right.
So can we do it on the 28th, Thursday?
But I mean, I'll leave my stuff ready. So if you wanted to go until Monday.
Yeah, because she takes her vacation. So, which I did too. But, so, does everybody agree to the 28th?
I'm good.
Dave?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 28th, close of business?
And then we would interview the week of July 9th?
I'm good.
Okay.
Time?
So,
July 9th is a Monday? Mhm.
yeah, at what time, though?
It says,
Normally
it
wait till
says
after
here
Harvest gets out of work.
4:30, I could be at 4:30.
Yeah.
4:30?
at 4:30.
Okay, so I move to adopt the resolution number 18-004, which reads in full. Secretary, you want to read this?
You said we adopt, did we read it?
We have to read it though
Okay.
first.
Resolution number 18-004, Board of Education, Adams County School District 14, Commerce City, Colorado. Resolution declaring vacancy. Whereas following the Adams 14 Board of Education, June 12, 2018 regular board meeting, President Timio Archuleta submitted his written resignation from the board to be effective immediately. Now, therefore, it be resolved by Adams 14 Board of Education that the board accepts the resignation of Timio Archuleta from the board effective June 14, 2018, and be it further resolved by the Adams 14 Board of Education that, in accordance with state law, the board declares a vacancy in this school director office that will be filled by appointment by the board within 60 days in accordance with the following procedures. 1, interested persons are invited to send a letter to the board with a statement of interest and qualifications by June 28, 2018. Documentation may be submitted in hard copy form or online via the Adams 14 website. It is recommended that the letter of interest address, educational background, knowledge of how a school district operates, knowledge of board duties, reason for interest in serving on the board, contributions to the board, community involvement, and Adams 14 school district involvement. A minimum of 2 letters of support, maximum of 5, including one from a business leader or one from a civic leader. 2, the board will interview prospective candidates on July 9th, 2018, at a special meeting to commence at 4:30 p.m. An additional special meeting dates may be scheduled if the board, if its discretion, determines those to be necessary. 3, to be eligible for appointment, a candidate must be registered elector of Adams 14 School District. 4, the appointee will serve until the next regular school biennial election on November 2019. Applicants may deliver the required materials to Adams 14 Educational Support Service. Attention, Monica Avina, 5291 East 60th Avenue, Commerce City, Colorado, 80022, or via email at meavina@adams14.org. With questions, please contact Monica Avina, Assistant Secretary to the Board of Education at 303-853-3205 or at meavina@adams14.org.
Thank you. So we adopted the resolution. So now we're going to move into
There needs to
We
be
have
a
to vote.
motion.
We gotta vote.
A motion.
motion to accept it.
So move to accept the resolution declaring vacancy, resolution number 18-004.
Second.
Roll call, Monica?
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
So now we will go into the next part of the special meeting. With Mr. Archuletta's resignation, the office of President of the Board of Education is also vacant for the remainder of his 2-year term. Board policy BDA requires that the board to fill the vacant office. Nominations of the president shall be made from the floor, and voting shall be by roll call or secret ballot. Should no nominee receive the majority vote, the board members, the election shall be declared null and void. Further nominations may be made, and a roll call of secret ballot vote shall be retaken. So we would redo it. Is there any nominations for the member to serve as president of the board?
This time I'd like to nominate Vice President Connie Quintana.
And I would like to nominate Harvest Thomas.
And I would like to nominate myself.
So I guess now we need to discuss, do we want to do the public vote, open vote, or do you want to do the secret ballot? We'd write it on a paper and we'd hand it in to Monica.
We should have it open for discussion if there is any before we go into balloting.
What do you want to discuss?
I'd like to make a statement. At the last time that I nominated myself, I went on at some length, giving my experience and qualifications to be the president. And this time I want to take a different tact. And that is the most recent occupant of the chair resigned out of frustration and so forth. And so I thought this might be a way for the board to perhaps punish me for my long-windedness by electing me to the president of the board. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
I just believe that, I think Dr. Hyde still has a future, and I think his future eventually will be president of the board. But right now, with all the major turmoil that we have, and I think Connie's been here the longest, that she knows a lot of the things that are occurring, and with her experience of working in the district, would really help with the board.
And I'd like to, with Harvest, he's worked hard to learn policies, because that's one of the things that governs the board is policy. So I think, and his education with numbers, he knows the accounting aspect of it. So that's what I'm looking at. So I guess I need to ask now, since we went through the discussion, do we want to do it, because we all have to agree, either we do it open or we do it on secret. So, but we have to be in agreement on how we do it.
I don't care which one we pick.
I don't either, so.
Okay, I think we should do it via
Okay,
paper.
all right.
Thank you.
Pass them down to Connie, to Monica.
Hold on. Yeah.
But don't you vote one for each?
Once this one is filled,
It's only one position.
So
then the one that, if somebody that moves out of theirs, then we would go in and do that position.
No, but I mean, my understanding is that you open it up for vote for, you reaffirm the nomination and you accept the nomination, Connie, because Mr. Rolla nominated you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Will I
And so
accept
then you
it?
open it up for the vote for you. And then you go to Mr. Thomas. Do you accept your nomination? And then you
Okay.
And then you guys vote on Mr. Thomas. And then you
So
ask
we're gonna do
Hyde.
it
One at a time.
we have to write it.
And what you're doing is you're sending me aye or no's. So you'll do it 3 times.
Three notes.
So that one shouldn't count right there, right? Because you guys were confused on that one.
Yeah, because what you wrote was probably a name.
Yeah.
And so how you'll be voting is aye or no, and you'll be voting 3 times. So at the end of each vote, I then announce how many votes were ayes and how many were no's.
So the first one that we're gonna do is gonna be for Connie.
Does the
Well,
audience get to speak?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
The drawback to that is since it's a private ballot.
Right.
You don't know whether somebody's voting more than once. So
So maybe
you
if you
should,
put,
we should vote together, just turn them in one vote for
That's what you're
our
gonna
For
3
each
candidates.
one, that's correct. That's why I'm saying
Okay.
I'll collect them 3 times.
okay.
And after each one, I'll let you know how many ayes
So I could vote yes 3 times.
you can if you wanted.
You're gonna vote on Connie, give it to Monica.
And then I'll give you results.
No, I don't think so. It's-
She's not on the board, so.
Okay.
So,
Connie, if you look at the notes from.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You wanna look at those real quick?
Okay, it does say, ask the nominee if they accept the nomination.
So you first. Because you was first.
Okay. I would say yes. So, Harvest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the question?
Do you accept the nomination?
I do.
Of your position? So, Dave, do you? Does he vote?
See,
Yeah.
Dave
Right now,
votes.
Connie,
No.
Okay.
we're gonna do one at a time.
Right,
Ms.
right.
Connie, and you accepted that
Okay.
you would to run. Now we're gonna do the vote,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
And so right now, you're gonna either vote
So all our little papers, we're gonna send in to Monica.
first on Connie, you only vote on
Okay.
Connie.
So we saying yes or nay? No.
Okay.
Aye or no?
Aye or
King's
no?
X. We could have 3 candidates receiving a majority vote.
You could.
So you vote again
Yeah.
Yes.
with the same candidates?
Yes.
And everybody
Mm-hmm.
votes 3
And
times?
that's what it said. We had to have to come back and
They-
redo it. So,
Can't we just vote once, and the person who gets the most votes is the president?
Plurality. It's three candidates.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So we need a majority vote of the board. So with four members on the board, a majority is 3.
there you go.
Okay.
So you're doing the first nomination now.
And that's me. Okay.
So you right.
No or aye?
Yes or no?
Right?
Yeah.
Aye
Aye
or
or
nay?
no? Aye or no?
There's another one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
So the second
Yes.
one is gonna be who? Harvest or Mr. Hyde?
Who you?
Do you have enough paper?
I've been tearing mine in half.
Here's another one. Here.
Another one, Dave? Or you good?
No, I'm good.
Somebody turned all of theirs in.
Oh.
What?
Pass that down.
Am I supposed to look at these? Are these blank pieces?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I've still got
We put it
a
here.
blank.
So it's no because it's 2 aye and 2 no.
So then we'd have to reopen it again.
So then you go to your second nomination.
Okay, so the second one was, I think,
It was
Me.
Mr. Thomas
okay.
I accept.
being nominated by you. You reaffirm his nomination with him.
I accept the nomination.
So he accepts it, so we are open to vote for him now. Okay? Do we put their name on it? So we're
It
clear?
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay,
Collecting per.
okay.
So it's null and void. It's 2 ayes and 2 noes.
Wow. So now we're gonna open it up to Mr. Hyde.
Right,
You
it's
accept
Dr.
yours? You
Yes.
accept your
I do.
nomination? He does, so we will now vote.
So this one is a fail. It's 1 aye and 3 noes.
So now we have to
So you would vote,
reopen all of them.
The last two,
Two.
there's two people left.
The two. President, yeah.
so then it's, if the nominations fail to secure a majority, then another nomination may be heard and voted on using the same process.
Okay, so
So Dave, you want to run again?
No, no.
So nominate Connie again.
that was really quick. So Mr. Rolla does not want to run again.
That's a yes.
That's yes.
Do we have more slips we're going to need for
Yeah, some.
more ballots?
Okay.
Because we're going to have to
Two
do at
more?
least two,
You have-
everybody's
you
going
have
to
some
need at
over
least
there?
two more.
There's
we
a
just-
blank one.
Okay.
Anybody have
Mr. Rolla?
Mr. Rolla, do you have some?
They're
We need
sending
two
some
more.
down.
one? We'll do one, and then
Three? I thought there's only two, right?
I've been tearing,
What's that?
I've been tearing mine in half.
Well, that's a good idea. We could just tear them in half. Okay, I do. Do you need another one?
well, I will eventually. Yeah, thanks. Oh, that's extra.
So now we're gonna open it up to Mr. Harvest, or me. It doesn't matter.
No, so you would open it up for nominations again.
Okay, so we're gonna open this up for the position of the president once again. So,
Patience.
I nominate myself hardest.
okay.
Nominate Connie.
A point of information, if we do this vote, and let's say it's 3-1 on both ballots, what do we do then?
We'll have to do-
Stop once you get 3-1.
So
Stop once you have a majority.
that gives an enormous advantage to the first person who nominated. It gives an enormous, and I don't think that was the purpose. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you go with, if you take them in the order in which they're nominated, the first person to stand up and declare and make a nomination has an incredible advantage over the other candidates.
Okay, well, I won't be first. Who want to be first? Would you like to be first?
No, I'm out of the running.
Okay, well, Ms. Quintana, would you like to be first?
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
you know, to be fair, we could flip a coin.
I don't really care.
It doesn't matter to me either.
Flip a coin.
I don't have any.
We-
I'll flip it. Connie, since you can make the call.
Could-
Heads, tails, all right.
Go ahead, Doctor, you want to
This-
say something?
Yeah, there is a procedure for electing officers, and I don't think we know what the procedure is.
We have it
And-
right here.
Well,
We have it from the attorney.
it does not involve flipping coins.
But then we
I
have to go-
guarantee that.
We're doing it the way was designated to do, but you weren't okay with that.
I think the only reason that you deviated because we were following the process, but Dr. Hyde, you said it wasn't fair, so they were trying to appease you.
No. Okay.
The same process we followed at the beginning, we went in order with Connie, Mr. Thomas, and Dr. Hyde. So if we're going to continue the same process, it would have been whoever was nominated first, which would have been Mr. Thomas, and
No,
then you would
Ms.
have been second.
Quintana was first.
Well,
Yeah.
no. There's no process
on the
there.
second
I
one,
have, I have the board
Second.
On the
policy
second
here.
one, you were first,
I'd say it first, but.
but I'm saying that's what we should be following.
I think you don't know. I don't think it's fair for him to interject.
I'm ignoring comments.
He's not a board member.
I'm trying to help you with the process, but it's up to you.
She's trying to help too.
But she's not a board.
You're not a board member either.
Excuse me. We gotta stop this back and forth. We're gonna go through the process the way the attorney set it out to do, and that's what we were doing.
Should consult him.
Can we call him?
Just follow it.
That's
We're-
ridiculous the way it's set up.
We're in the middle of doing the way it's said to be done here. These notes are directly from him.
They're incomplete.
Oh, gosh.
Just
So,
Do you think we should decide the president of the board by flipping a coin?
No, we not
this was
deciding.
not about flipping a coin.
Who's
We're
going
doing the
first?
voting process, the way it was written to do.
Where does it say to flip a coin to decide who?
Who's talking about flipping a coin?
Our
I mentioned
policy.
it, I mentioned it so that who can
That was a
decide
joke?
that we're gonna go first. But if it's gonna cause chaos,
just follow the process.
just follow the process and let's
Follow the
be done with it.
So, Mr. Harvey said he
He-
accepts the position,
That's the process.
nomination of president.
Yes.
Yes. So can we vote on that decision?
I'm going to abstain because I think this is not following the laws.
And noted that Dr. Hyde abstains because we're not following the process of the law.
So if we're looking at majority, we have 2 ayes and 1 no, and 1 abstain.
That's majority.
2 is more than 1.
No majority.
So it's done.
So, we open it up to mine then?
No, I think
No?
we're
He
done,
gets
right?
it.
Well, we only have 3 voting
Okay,
members, so.
okay. So,
There's no majority.
A majority of 4 is 3.
There is no 4, only 3 voted. 2 out of
No,
3.
no, no. The majority
Abstentions
votes.
count in a quorum.
I think you're gonna have to go into executive session.
call the lawyer.
So that we'll never get a majority.
No. But we're not asking you.
And Dr. Brady.
We're not asking you, please.
No, well, you're not asking me.
You will have to exit if you cannot.
Not maybe. Thank you. I'll sit.
I guess this meeting is totally out of order now, so I guess we need to go into exec then. I have a motion to go into exec.
Second. I mean, I move that we go into
Could you read the,
Move to go into it.
executive
is-
session now.
For exec session CR 24-6-402, parentheses 4B, legal advice, to board to conference with the attorney, for the purpose of receiving legal advice on specific matters. May I have a,
Second.
What's the
So moved.
specific matters that we need
So,
legal advice on?
can we have a roll call?
Harvest, so you had made the motion, I need,
A second, Dave. You got a second the motion?
Second.
I have discussion. What's the purpose of the meeting?
Consult with an attorney.
Legal advice?
Regarding what?
This procedure that you're disrupting.
Which is what?
So, do we have a, can we have a vote?
Dr. Hyde,
No.
Mrs. Quintana,
Aye.
Mr. Rolla,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.
So we are going to reopen the voting, the election again for the position of the presidency vacated by Timoteo Archuleta.
I nominate Mr. Thomas.
I accept.
Okay?
So now we vote, if there's no more discussion.
So we go ahead and vote on.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do we nominate and then vote? And if if Mr. Thomas doesn't get the majority, then somebody else is
Right.
nominated?
Yeah.
Here's it.
So it's null and void, 2 aye, 2 no.
I nominate Ms. Quintana.
So do you accept?
Accept?
Yes.
Okay, so,
Good?
We have 3 yes, 3 aye, 1 no.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So next, since I'm nominated, then my seat has to be voted on
We do the process again for
again
VP.
for VP. So, for vice president position, since I would like to nominate Harvest Thomas.
I accept.
So this, any discussion? No?
I need a ballot.
Go,
Here,
son.
here.
Thank you.
Four ayes.
Yay, congratulations.
Harvest.
Thank you. Now we gotta go secretary.
And so now we nominate a secretary.
I'd like to ask first, Dr. Hyde, are you content to be treasurer, or would you like to be secretary?
I'm happy where I am.
And I'm like Dr. Hyde, I'm happy right here, so I would recommend that whoever,
The new
We
person.
have
New
to,
person would come in as director.
as director, so we have to vote.
I believe you can hold more than one position at a time, and I would recommend that we wait until we fill the fifth seat and then reassess.
The fifth seat is automatically the director.
Yeah, we still have to
But we
vote.
could then have a special election to, if you did not want to fill both positions.
Till once the fifth person come. But we still have to
To
vote for
vote.
a secretary.
Right.
Yes.
Why, are you willing to serve as secretary?
No, what I'm saying is, it's like what Monica's saying, the fifth person will
When
go
they
to
come
the
in.
the director seat. So we have to vote for the treasurer.
They are automatically the director. They don't come in
With the
with,
seat.
but what if you try to nominate me and I say no, and Dr. Hyde's content where he's at,
Okay.
so what happens?
Okay, it says, "It shall be permissible for a member to be nominated for another office without resigning the current office. Upon acceptance of the nomination and election to the new office, the former office shall be declared vacant and another member elected to fill that position."
that's what we're
So
doing
that's,
now.
yeah, okay. So,
We'll just wait until we get the interim in. And we'll,
We have to vote, Ms. Q,
oh, okay.
for the secretary, right, Monica? We has to vote. So, that has to be a
So
vote.
someone either has to double up or,
I'll double up.
well, so we don't
You wanna
need to,
double?
just stay where you are.
I'll do,
Till we get the next person.
but we still have to vote on it no matter what. I have to do both roles, vice president and secretary. So I nominate myself for secretary.
Could we just do a verbal vote?
Yeah, just as only president and vice president can be,
Yeah.
so. All right.
Aye.
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 So now we must adjourn the special meeting, and we will be going to the adult learning,
Where is that?
Graduation.
graduation.
Cafeteria.
And it's up at the high
At the
school.
high school,
would your,
where at?
Where?
Got a motion.
Theater?
Yeah, the little theater.
Motion to
the
adjourn.
theater.
At the high school?
Yeah. So I want to close out the meeting with a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Dr. Hyde,
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana,
Aye.
Mr. Rolla,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.